You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI AM 640. It's some of the best of Later with Mo Kelly. We are live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. We talk about movies we like. We talk about movies we don't like. We talk about sequels. Now we're going to put it all together. This is a list from The Verge of the 15 worst movie sequels ever. And I don't disagree with any title on this list. They're not ranked, and there are probably other titles we could add to it. But the 15 they submitted, I don't have any problem with. And that's rare. Usually, I disagree with a lot that these film critics have to say. Again, in no particular order, the 15 worst movie sequels ever. Mark Ronner, I definitely want your input as you see fit.
Let's have it.
The first one listed, Speed 2, Cruise Control.
You know, I've never seen that, and I kind of want to.
Oh,
now.
no, you don't.
Well, the thing is that
No,
I never have
you
either.
don't.
Yeah. When a movie that's a Code Brown like that first comes out, of course you want to avoid it, but with the passing of time, you can kind of relax a little bit and have fun with a stinker like that.
To make sure Chris's mic is on. He's still with us. It's really bad.
Speed 2 is awful.
It is
Abysmal.
Words fail me, as they say. Next on the list, and I don't disagree with this, but I have a more of a softer place in my heart for this sequel. Conan the Destroyer, sequel to Conan the Barbarian. If you don't remember, Conan the Destroyer had Andre the Giant and Wilt Chamberlain.
And didn't it have Grace Jones in it, too?
I'm sure it did. I just don't want to remember all those aspects of it.
I don't remember it as well as the original, because the original was just a stone-cold masterpiece.
Yes.
But I don't remember hating it way back when it came out.
I didn't hate it, but I still thought it was silly. When they had Wilt Chamberlain and Andre the Giant, it's like, okay, it did have a real WWF vibe to it, more so than a Conan vibe.
I don't know why it's so hard to get Conan right. Jason Momoa was in one that I didn't hate, but everybody dumped on too.
Here's one that I absolutely agree with, and you can only appreciate how bad a movie is if you've seen the movie which preceded it. Do you remember Pitch Black?
Yeah, the Vin Diesel movie.
Vin Diesel kind of put him on the map for the most part.
Yes.
I thought that was a great sci-fi movie.
It was.
The sequel, The Chronicles of Riddick, not so much.
Yeah, way too
Carl
much of a good
Urban,
thing.
you know, the Underverse and all that. It was bad.
That was a sequel to that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know,
Yes.
I don't know that I knew that.
Yes,
I didn't know that either.
Yes, that's actually how they tried to build out the Riddick universe.
Yeah, the original was kind of a little scrappy sci-fi horror action movie.
Yep.
And they threw so
With
much
Keith
money at the
David.
sequel.
Yeah, threw so much. And
way too much.
There was talent in the movie. Tandy Newton and some others. It just was a bad movie.
Yeah.
Really bad movie. And they're supposed to have like a fourth Riddick movie coming out.
I don't need
Really?
it.
Yes. Here's one which may be controversial for some because some people find this series iconic and there's a lot of nostalgia connected to it. Rambo First Blood Part 2.
I think they're all kind of an acquired taste after the very first one.
But see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people give First Blood Part 2 a little more grace, and I'm not sure why that is, because I thought First Blood Part 2 was a caricature of the first movie.
Yeah, the first one was a legit good film, and then after that, Stallone became just an insane superstar that nobody was saying no to, and the second one was just like an overblown, cartoonish
it was
mess.
A cartoon.
It was cartoon. He turned into a superhero at that point.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Aliens versus Predator Requiem.
Trash.
It was trash. Aliens versus Predator was trash.
Yeah.
Alien versus Predator Requiem was trash.
Dumpster fire.
The Predator was trash. I mean, you could have chosen any one of them. Now, Predators with Adrian Brody, I like that one.
Not bad. Yeah.
But
Not great.
You didn't like the original Predator?
No, I love the original Predator.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I'm talking about the subsequent. No, the Predator, which had
That's the one with Boyd Holbrook, right?
yes, and Olivia Munn and some other random people in
Yeah,
it.
it was pretty stupid, but I got to admit that I found it entertaining at the time that I watched it.
It was
I would never call it good.
Yeah, they tried to be too funny, and I don't want my Predator movies funny.
Agreed.
I want it to be more like Alien, where there's a lot of serious stuff happening. People are dying and treated as such, but everyone had to say some funny line before they died. It's like, no, maybe an homage back to Arnold Schwarzenegger in the original Predator, but that humor,
to the chopper.
yeah, that was unintentional humor.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if Boyd Holbrook can open a movie.
Well, that was his chance.
Yeah.
I like him as an actor. I think the first time I saw him was in the original Narcos.
That's correct, yeah.
And I liked him in that. And I think Pedro Pascal, the first time I saw him was in Narcos.
Yep.
Great actors. I don't know if they can headline movies by themselves.
They just haven't had the right vehicle yet, I guess, with him. He's been good in some stuff, though.
Yeah. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
Ooh.
I don't think any of the movies were good.
I'm not a fan of those either.
Yeah.
I don't, so you could have chosen any of them. You could have Freddy versus Jason, Freddy
Goes
X,
to Manhattan.
Freddy Goes to Outer Space, whatever that one was.
Sure.
Any of them.
No,
They
that
were
was
all bad.
Jason Goes to Outer Space. That was the 10th one.
Whatever.
And you're going to think I'm
Oh,
nuts,
that's right.
but that one's actually kind of fun. Jason
No,
X.
I saw that one in theaters. I
it's-
remember.
It's trash, but it's fun.
Okay.
It's not trash.
Beverly Hills Cop 3, we all agree. Yeah, that was bad.
Oof.
Is that the one with Brigitte Nielsen? Or is that 2?
No, 3 is the amusement park.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yep. That was Magic Mountain.
Yes, it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Really bad.
Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. I don't like the first one.
I don't even know they made a second
Yeah,
one.
they did.
Awful.
It was
They
awful.
did. It's real bad stuff.
Let's stop right there. We have some more of the 15 worst movie sequels ever. I don't disagree with any of them. Usually I thought, you can't have that on this list. It's a masterpiece. Not at all. These are all trash movies. Very much so. You're listening to some of the best of Later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We are live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640. Welcome to Mo on the Movies.
Oh, Red.
Don't be ridiculous, darling. It's Mo on the Movies.
Kiss me.
Not a chance.
KFI, Mr. Mo Kelly, live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app and on YouTube at Mr. Mo Kelly. Be sure to subscribe. You can get into the chat. They are debating, as we are, the 15 worst movie sequels ever. And from the chat, these are some of their, I'll say, honorable mentions. Superman 5, The Quest for Peace. That was the one with Richard Pryor. That was god awful.
Super bad.
Superman, super bad. I can't believe they did that to Christopher Reeve. Yeah, the Star Wars trilogy, movies 7, 8, and 9. Those are awful.
Unwatchable.
Awful. They said Karate Kid 3. No, that was with the bad boy Mike Barnes. That was not bad at all. Cheesy, but it was a good villain. I think they mean the next Karate Kid.
Yes.
Which had Hilary Swank.
Absolutely.
Now, I could say the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith was not a favorite of mine at all.
No, but better than that one.
Yeah, but I don't even really call that a sequel because it did not connect to the Pat Morita universe until now. They're trying to connect it with the next Karate Kid, which is still weird using kung fu. All the Jaws movies sequels, yes,
Sure.
yes, all of them were bad.
Yes.
I got to tell you,
Don't you do it?
it's trash, but the Michael Caine one is fun trash.
Which one is that? Is that the Revenge?
I believe so, yeah. Or no, that's the third one.
Third one. Okay, I saw that. That was the 3D one.
Okay, it's the fourth one.
Okay,
it's one. The wife is the star of the
That's
movie.
the Revenge.
Yes.
That's Revenge, where there's the shark has some sort of vendetta, and it's like the grandson shark or something coming after the Roy Scheider family. Can't remember his name.
Yeah, let's just be clear. These aren't anything you could ever legitimately call good, but they're things you
No.
can have fun with if you're in the right mood for it.
None of the Jurassic Park sequels, none of the Jurassic World sequels were good. I like some of the Jurassic Park sequels.
I was disappointed with Jurassic World in general.
Yeah, they're just too stupid. I dumped those after the first one or
After
two
the
of
first
them.
one, I was like,
Well, how many times can dinosaurs get loose, eat everyone, and the company engine stay in business?
Real slow learning curve there, but but now we have Elon Musk, so maybe it's not so unrealistic.
Even with Jurassic World, the dinosaurs get free. Spoiler, they eat people. And they're
What?
still in business.
Exactly.
After the damn animals were running around San Diego, still in business.
There were no congressional hearings.
Not a one.
Yeah, regulation is really the crux of all those movies.
Anyhow, let's get back to the official list by The Verge of the 15 worst movie sequels ever. It may not be the 15, definitive 15, but I can't disagree with anything on this list. Highlander, Endgame. Highlander 2, The Quickening was pretty bad as well. And Highlander, the original, I just rewatched that the other night.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Well, it's
corny, cheesy.
It's super campy.
Yes.
And Sean Connery maybe plays the worst Spaniard in the history.
No, remember in the movie
cinema?
he says, "I'm Egyptian."
Oh,
with a Scottish accent. I'm Egyptian.
Yeah.
I'm Sean Connery. And it's like, are they going for the joke here? It's like Sean Connery has this supposed Spanish getup. He's from Spain. In other words, the character's from Spain, and then he corrects Christopher Lambert and says, "I'm actually Egyptian," because I guess he's an immortal. He's been all over the place. So,
Right. Right.
It was just really bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad. And Clancy Brown, I forgot that's where
The Kurgan.
Yes, that's
Yes.
where he, I guess, came to prominence, and I just couldn't take him seriously in that role.
I can't defend any of that, but I'm in a Highlander fan film, so I think I need
amazing.
I need to withhold comment.
Seriously.
Okay, if I said boom, chicky boom, boom, chicky boom, chicky boom. The Mask.
The Mask.
Oh, yes.
The sequel, The Son of the Mask, which a lot of people forget, Jamie Kennedy. I remember it, and I remember it being god-awful.
Oh, what happened?
And they did it like 20 years later.
I don't know, but it wasn't with Jim Carrey.
No, it wasn't.
And he was smart enough to avoid it.
Sure.
And this next one, I know Mark Ronner would be able to appreciate, and I think you too as well, Chris. Exorcist 2, The Heretic.
Okay, listen, there's a lot to say about that. William Friedkin directed the first one. John Borman did the second one.
Yep.
And every single person involved with the first one disowned it. But
What do you mean,
but it's worth seeing because it's just wild. It's insane. It's got some really impressive visual stuff in it. And I'm not even going to call it trash. It's just a weird left turn that nobody involved in the original endorsed. But you can't completely write it off.
No, yes, I can. I'll call
Have
it
you seen
completely
it?
trash.
Have you
Yes, I
actually
have.
seen it?
Yes, I have. In fact, I think there's some Georgetown. I think Patrick Ewing was in it.
Patrick Ewing?
Well,
Yeah,
Richard Burton was in it, and
Yes.
I can't prove that he was drunk through the whole thing.
But it was Richard Burton.
Burton,
So
We can make some assumptions.
But listen, drunk or sober, I'd watch him read the ingredients on a toothpaste tube. It's a lot of fun just watching him work, and he's good in that.
Okay. Well, we should be able to agree upon this next one. The Crow, City of Angels.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Right? Yeah.
so
Okay.
bad. So bad. On so many levels.
So many. And I think it was not going to be received because obviously it was after Brandon Lee's death. So people were willing to say, just leave it alone.
Yep.
Leave it alone.
Yep.
You can't. It would have been like doing another Batman movie with a different Joker after Heath Ledger passed. Just let that character have its own space with that actor.
Yep.
Like they haven't even recast Black Panther, because of you just can't do it.
Not at the moment, for sure.
And we got two more. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I didn't care about the first one.
I was just
So,
gonna say,
you know,
I was going to say, you wouldn't probably care the first one.
Yeah.
compared with the cinematic
Right,
classic
yeah.
that is Mortal Kombat. That was one of my wife and I's first dates was Mortal Kombat.
And look at you all now.
Right?
Wow.
26 years
It's
later.
a fun movie.
That's about the only
It is.
good thing that came out. I mean, it was fine for what it was, the original,
At the time, yeah.
but it's not like anything I had to say. It ruined the original
Yeah,
because
right.
of the
Right.
sequel.
How do you
Exactly.
differentiate between any of those? I have no recollection specifically of that one, even though I'm sure that
you
I've
should
seen it.
watch the Criterion Collection.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's almost like the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. They're all pretty much the
Kind of the
same
same.
movie.
Yeah.
Bloodsport, Lionheart. They're all the same.
Yeah.
They're all the same. Trail of the Pink Panther.
Oh, that's the one they put together after Peter Sellers died.
yes.
Here we are again. Okay? Like Chadwick Boseman. After the titular actor dies, you have to leave it alone. You have to leave it alone.
Oh, what about the James Bond film? The James Bond that he did one movie.
George Lazenby.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a great one. That is an absolutely phenomenal
Is it
one.
good? Because I've never actually watched it.
Yeah.
He walked away from doing James Bond, didn't he?
He did, because it was the late 60s and he had kind of a guru influencing him who told him that Bond was out of style, not cool. You don't want to be the man. But On Her Majesty's Secret Service is really one of the finest James Bond movies of all of them. Easily top 5.
I was not a fan of Peter Sellers and the Pink Panther series. That's just maybe me.
Have you seen Shot in the Dark?
If I have, I don't remember it.
You need to.
Yes, Daddy.
Schnell. Mark Schnell.
And last one, Cocoon: The Return.
Oh,
Yeah, the first one was great. The second one, no.
I haven't seen that.
I could put some Police Academy movies on here as well. There are a lot of bad sequels. Hell, I could put a Godfather 3 on here.
yes, you could.
There are a lot of bad sequels where you can see, okay, they just want to cash some paychecks and just trade in on nostalgia.
Absolutely.
But this is not a bad list. There are a lot of bad movies on this list. Chris Woolsey, great to see you.
Always great to be seen.
Mark Ronner, I'm not going to see that movie.
A Shot in the Dark?
KFI AM 640.
I insist you see it.
You're listening to some of the best of Later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Movies, TV, and pop culture. Ron Report with Mark Ronner.
Now on Later with Mo Kelly, Mark talks about movies and TV, pontificates about pop culture. Ron Report with Mark Ronner. Mark Ronner right now. Mark Ronner right now. Mark Ronner right now.
Report with Mark Ronner.
It is Later with Mo Kelly on KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeart app. I'm Mark Ronner, and this is the Ronner Report. This portion of the show is live tonight because the Fantastic Four First Steps is opening, and our country needs us. It's just you and me tonight, Foosh. We got this?
Let's do it.
Okay. There have been a few stabs at making Fantastic Four movies, and they've all sucked to varying degrees. We got a new one opening now. Here's a little of the trailer.
Famous around the world, please welcome the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch,
I love you, Johnny!
and The Thing.
Hey, what time is it? Say the thing.
That's not really something I say.
It's clobbering time.
That's just in the cartoon.
You get no more. Here's a quick rundown. There was that infamous cheapo Fantastic Four movie from 1994 that was made just to hang on to the rights, never meant to be released. It was hilariously bad. And when, say, Mr. Fantastic stretched out his arm, it looked like somebody just stuck a glove on the end of a broom handle. There were a couple from 2005 and 2007 that had Chris Evans as the Human Torch before he became Captain America. Fairly embarrassing, but they did do a nice job of him as Johnny and Michael Chiklis as the Thing messing with each other. If I'm remembering those correctly through the trauma, I was watching through my fingers when Mr. Fantastic did a stretchy dance at his own bachelor party. Did I imagine that? Did that really happen? There was an especially lousy one in 2015 with Miles Teller as Mr. Fantastic that was even worse than the 1994 cheapo one, which at least had its heart in the right place. Absolute Code Brown, more like a Fantastic 2. There's a documentary about that. The 1994 one. It's called Doomed, the untold story of Roger Corman's Fantastic Four, made in 2015, that you can find streaming. Turns out a lot of the people involved in that really put their hearts into it and didn't know they were getting screwed at the time. Okay, that brings us up to speed. Those were all a little heartbreaking because Fantastic Four's always been one of Marvel's best-loved comics. It was originally meant to be Marvel's answer to DC's Justice League in the early 60s, but it was its own thing, so to speak, coming from Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Maybe more from Kirby than we thought, depending on who you talk to now. The Fantastic Four, it's always been a tough nut to crack. And besides that, The Incredibles got it so right without actually being called the Fantastic Four that it just seemed to me like nobody else should bother. And the trailers for this new one had some concerning stuff in them. Everybody loves Pedro Pascal, but he looks nothing like the Reed Richards Mr. Fantastic we all know. There is a female Silver Surfer played by Julia Garner, which I had no interest in. Yeah, there's a female one at some point later on in the Marvel comics, but the Silver Surfer everyone knows is the dude version named Norrin Radd. He was voiced by Lawrence Fishburne in that bad one from 2007. No one was asking for a chick Silver Surfer. No one.
Okay, that's lame. I didn't know that it made it the Silver Surfer female.
Yeah, more on that in a little bit. Also, the trailers featured Herbie the robot from the Fantastic Four cartoons. Nope. That's like putting the Wonder Twins from the Super Friends cartoon into Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. What are you doing? And I was wrong about all that. 5th time's the charm. First Steps is one of the best things Marvel has ever done. Pedro's fine as Reed Richards, more vulnerable than the cold intellectual he's traditionally been portrayed. This iteration of the Silver Surfer doesn't ruin anything, and the actual surfing is really fun to watch. And they somehow even managed to handle Herbie the robot perfectly. Could have been like that awful Tweaky robot that ruined the old Buck Rogers TV show, but no, zero problem with that. Like the Superman movie that came out and that we reviewed here a couple weeks ago, this one embraces that it's from a comic book. And even the choices that fans like me might not have made are so well executed, you'd have to be pretty miserable to find much wrong with this movie. Can't wait to see it again, especially without the two dingleberries in front of me and Toala talking through the whole thing. I wanted to shout it's clobbering time at them in the movie. This story takes place in an alternate Earth that looks like the early 60s Mad Men era when men wore hats and suits everywhere, with an incredibly cool retro futuristic design that's almost the star of the movie itself. This movie is production designed right down to its last molecule, and it's beautiful to look at. It's not another origin movie, thank God. The FF are already well known and famous when the movie starts. Reed's girlfriend, or wife, Sue Storm, played by Vanessa Kirby, who you know from Mission Impossible, and who I first noticed in The Crown, she's pregnant. And maybe since it was the early 60s, they must have been married, because back then there weren't single moms. They were unwed mothers, and their kids were bastards. I should know.
Sinners.
I should know because I was one. I wasn't born yet in the early 60s, but that stuff lasted a while, if you don't remember. I didn't come from a single-parent household. I was just a bastard, or, as the joke goes in the movie 1,000 Clowns, a little bastard, depending on the day. Anyway, the Fantastic Four discovers a giant, evil, planet-eating being called Galactus coming to Earth to eat Earth. The chick Silver Surfer is his herald. I know that's rude. Get off my back. And they have to confront him to ask him politely to please not devour the Earth, as that would be ungentlemanly. So Galactus says, "Oh, I didn't know. My bad. No problem. Big fan of The Crown." Okay, no, he says, "Sure, I'll back off in exchange for your child," which is also fairly ungentlemanly if we're being honest here, even if that child was a bastard. Anyway, the Fantastic Four has to save the world from Galactus and the Silver Surfer and figure out what's so special about their baby that Galactus would take him in lieu of the Earth. Is he galactating? I'll take a rim shot, Foosh. That joke may have been my crowning achievement. Come on. Thank you. Okay, getting Galactus right was a major thing, and they do. In one of those failed earlier attempts, he's portrayed as some sort of stupid space cloud thing. This one looks like the one from the comics with the gigantic helmet. Ridiculous, yet also magnificent. And he's also, for all intents and purposes, a kaiju, and that's all I'll say about that. Mr. Fantastic's powers were a big hurdle, and I noticed they didn't show much in the trailers. That's one of those things like Thor spinning his hammer and flying with it that you think, oh crap, it's going to be hard to avoid looking silly, but they made it work for Thor and they make it work for Mr. Fantastic stretching here. Like I said, this is a comic book movie, full stop. The director's Matt Shakman, who also directed Marvel's WandaVision series, but just as importantly for this, 43 episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They nail the tone here, which is whimsical with a blend of family comedy and sci-fi action adventure drama. I'm still not paying $80 for the Galactus Head popcorn bucket. I don't even have a little bastard to trade for one. That is your Rana report. I'm sure we'll talk more about Fantastic Four with Mo when he's back next week. Now, Foosh?
Just real quick, pardon my ignorance.
No.
Okay, is the Silver Surfer supposed to be part of the team, or is he like a rebel?
The Silver Surfer is the herald of Galactus, meaning he shows up, scouts planet, and shows up to tell people that they're going to be eaten. And he becomes a hero in, I guess, the Bronze Age of Marvel. I think he's part of the Defenders with Doctor Strange and Hulk.
Okay.
So he's a little bit in the gray area between hero and villain, but ultimately becomes a hero because he realizes Galactus is a bad dude.
Got it.
All right, now, Foosh, if you want to regroup and throw to me, I'll do some news.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
If you're just tuning in, you're listening to some of the best of Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Scientists have found that organ transplants can have unexpected consequences, including profound changes to one's personality and even sexuality. In a study involving 47 people, a whopping 89% reported personality changes following their transplant surgery, no matter what organ they had received. These changes included changes in the preferences for food, intimacy, and even preferences, and you know what I mean. I don't know firsthand what it's like to be a transplant recipient, knock on wood. You know, who knows what tomorrow may bring. But to Wallace Sharp, you might have one or two opinions. I say two opinions because you are a double organ transplant recipient.
Yep.
And we talk about this subject in a serious way often.
Yeah. I can tell you for a fact that there definitely are side effects to the mood, especially in the beginning. Your personality just in general is part of the intake and part of the entire evaluation process. Is they want to get a good idea of the person you are before the transplant, and they want to know this so that they can help you and your family watch for significant personality changes, because a lot of the medicine that we are medicines that do affect not only personality but sexuality. I have not necessarily had all of a sudden, a preference for the opposite sex. Like, I'm not looking at Mark's mustache and going, "Hey there, fella." But
I think you are.
Yeah, okay. I only brought it up because I am.
That's why you've been sending me the cat videos, isn't it?
Oh, it's like
why.
hidden meeting.
No, but it is interesting that one of the side effects, at least for me, has been a lack of interest in sex, period. It's so it's like one of those people like, "Man, so you're not dating or gonna?" I'm like, I don't even have the desire or the drive. It's kind of like almost non-existent.
Well, let me ask you then, is it more the organ or is it the immunosuppressant?
It's the suppressants.
Okay.
It's the immunosuppressant drugs. A lot of those, and especially we're on a cocktail of drugs that all have some mood altering or erectile dysfunction type side effect. The possibility of, no, it's very serious. For me, I think it has affected me in terms of bringing my overall hormone levels down. And I've talked to my doctor about that. Like, "Hey man, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not even interested." And he did a hormone check, and he's like, "Yeah, your T cells are very, very low. Very low." Unfortunately, it's one of those side effects. And his response is, "So, hey, so here's what we can do. I can put you on another medicine that'll bring your T cells up, but then you're going to need another medicine to help with that, because that medicine is going to counteract with all of these medicines." And I said, "You know what? I'm good. I'm cool. I just won't date. I'm straight."
I don't know how you do it, seriously, because I've seen you take your medicines. They're a lot.
It's a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot.
That would change my personality on the strength of just that, because you have your alarm set to a certain time when you're supposed to do X, Y, and Z. And, I'm quite sure you are gracious and grateful.
Yes.
For the transplant, but there's still a lot of maintenance involved.
Oh, the maintenance, it's a lifetime of maintenance that you sign up for. When you sign on that dotted line that you're going to get this extremely invasive, extremely expensive procedure, you're signing up for life, saying, "I will take care of this for as long as I possibly can, because I know what the alternative looks like." So for me, I'm like, I'll take it. Give me the blue pill if need be. But even still, I'm like, all the things that I have saved on by not being in a relationship, stress, money, Valentine's Day gifts that mean absolutely nothing.
You mess around and be middle class in California. Call back.
You're going to be able to go to those pizza days with Foosh.
That's right.
Man, I could definitely take
Pizza
myself
Fest.
to a pizza fest.
Hell yeah.
Now, Twala, I don't know what kind of insurance coverage you have, but is it possible that the expenses associated with an organ transplant are so high that it's hard to afford paying for sex afterward?
Jesus.
Here I thought he was going to ask a real question. It was pretty good setup.
That's the setup.
I straight thought that was going to be like a question.
Okay, you earned that one. All right, you get one off every now and then. It's the mustache. It's much thicker now.
You find it appealing too, don't you?
I don't have a transplant as of yet, okay? Ain't nothing changed,
Listen,
though,
there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
Looking at that mustache, yes, there is.
Oh, no, this mustache is tasty. Admit it.
Tasty?
Yeah, look at it. Let's not turn the focus to me. We're talking about Tawala here.
Wait, I think we're done talking about me. I think we're over me. We're good. We've got it.
I think we got all the information that we need out of that.
Changes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So there is some truth to this.
Oh no, there's a lot of truth to that. When I read through the article, I was like, yeah, everything that they're saying in this article is true. And I've talked to several people who have felt some significant personality changes. They've had to get on mood stabilizers and things like that. Like, that have gone into extreme depression. The highs and lows can be really rough, especially with a lot of the steroids that we're on. Some of the steroids, they hit people differently.
6 of the 47 participants reported changes in sexual preferences. Some transplant recipients even reported that they'd taken on the memories of their organ donors. But,
that's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
It is very interesting, but you're the first person I thought of. But we have a few people here at KFI who've gone through organ transplants. So I would want to talk to Mondo. I'd want to talk to Neil and see if anything's changed in their lives in that regard.
We got to get Mondo on so he can tell us about his big guacamole event coming up, and maybe we can talk to him then.
Yeah, he's big time in us. I mean, he knows where to find us. Just
that
like
is true.
He's never has any time to give us any guacamole. He has never any time for any of that.
I know.
He's like famous and stuff now, so he doesn't think he needs to talk to the little people about his guacamole.
Big timer now.
Big time. It's really disappointing. I thought he wasn't going to change when he got big, but now he's changed.
That Guac King title's gone to his head.
Yeah. You've been listening to some of the best of Later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
KFI and KOST HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. More stimulating talk.